In essence, right now, the Eagles, plural, are the Eagle, singular. Don Henley is the only remaining Eagle. They don't have Glenn Frey anymore, so that's got to be taken care of. So they either have his son or Vince sing his songs. Of course, this means that, generally speaking, a few more Joe Walsh songs are added into the mix to give him a stronger presence. And well, Timothy B. Schmidt evidently is just along for the ride. Now, the whole problem with this approach is you've just got another traveling jukebox here. This lineup will never produce new music in the future. But you know, that's my whole point tonight, folks. The Eagles are dead, despite what Don Henley thinks. But here's my proposal for a resurrection. Now, before I get into that, I do want to include the fact that in their statement, they did a lot of thanking of people that have been responsible for their success. They didn't mention Felder, but they mentioned their management. They mentioned their road crew. Wow, what a black eye to Felder that is. And they mentioned all of the musicians who back us up. And that gets back to this point I want to talk about. You see, Don Henley isn't even on the drums most of the time. He's become a front man. He's got two hired guns backing him up that casual fans think are full-time band members, and a plethora of musicians. You know what? I'll bet your average, especially the younger the fan that goes to see them these days, couldn't tell you which one of them were the Eagles and which one of them were just part of the backing band anyway. But you know, if Henley could get his head out of his ass and make peace with Don Felder, what would we have? First of all, we could get rid of all those ancillary musicians, okay? We could get rid of Vince and the remainder of what's left of Glenn Frey. But you know what? There's plenty of people who are still producing wonderful music that are in their 70s, even 80s, if you can believe that. But Don Henley is not one of them. He's doing a traveling lounge show at best, when all he would have to do is make peace with Don Felder. What would we have then? Well, we'd have a drummer, two of rock's best guitarists, one of their finest bass players, some of the best singers in rock and roll, and all of them, to one degree or another, writers. Wouldn't that be wonderful? The Eagles' new album with the return of Don Felder. But at least the band would have two full-time Eagles, or at least they would have to, because Don Felder wouldn't come back unless he was offered what he was given in the first place. But if Don Henley were to then add full-time membership to Timothy and Joe, this band would start thinking about what to do for the future. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That helps with channel growth, believe it or not. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel as of yet, that's easy. Just hit that subscribe to the tribe button, tap that top bell icon, and you'll be notified of all of my future videos. All right, so my question to the tribe is, what do you think of that idea? Is there any chance that these two could ever talk? I always got the idea that the main antagonism came from Frey, not from Henley. But animosity has built, and it has built over the years. And if Irving was half of the manager he thinks he is, he could get this ball rolling. He has a whole lot to do with that band. And we wouldn't have to get the Eagles saying, thank you to our road crew. Thank you to the plethora of musicians that back us up, because we're so old and decrepit we can't hardly play our own instruments anymore. And thank you to our management. How about saying thank you to us fans, guys, and give us something new? All right, I hope you enjoyed the video tonight, folks. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really does help the channel. There are many ways to support this channel, and that one won't even cost you 1 red cent. Oh, and if you're one of my viewers, haven't subscribed to the channel as of yet, that's easy. All you have to do is hit that subscribe to the tribe button, tap that top bell icon, and you'll be notified of all my future videos. All right, I'm Michael Noland. This is The Bottom Line. And folks, you and I, in the comments especially, we are the tribe.